Welcome to D&D VR, where we're a bunch of casual players having a casual game. If you've come for a serious game, you've not found it. This is number 17 of our bullshittery. Last time, last time is Cyber in this chat? Someone. I realize Cyber isn't here. Ping Cyber.
Did you say DM? Smash DM him?
Yes, ping Cyber. A group. Okay, the group stumbled upon the nest of one of the the English. Fuck.
One you say? Hang on, is there more than one?
There's one, so I said one false hydra. I was gonna say stumbled upon the nest of one false hydra, but then that's not proper English. I'm supposed to say found the nest of a false hydra. That's English.
English hard, English bad.
Yeah. If you guys can't tell, it's been an afternoon. They stumbled upon the nest of a false hydra, have lost a party member, have found emergency food in the pretense of a Neanderthal, royally pissed off Tassavir to the point where the Cyber
One person did.
Yeah. Ryuko, Cyber's character, royally pissed off Tassavir. One of the two, another party member almost died, and yeah, we leave off. Well, Scout went off and had a talk with the shadow people, mainly the daughter, and now finding out the mother and the origins of these people. It was kind of. And we'll be carrying off in the tavern.
I forgot what I was gonna do that I said I was gonna do. I need to go in Discord and look at what I was gonna do. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, it is impaling him. Okay. Whew.
This also means all of the times I tried to synchronize my character to be in the middle of the token by jumping, it was potentially off.
As you guys slowly one by one walk down and meet in the tavern, you guys see Tassavir sitting in a slightly more public table, as he's just sitting there and he's drinking. He either has some sort of ale or is just drinking some sort of beverage in an ale mug.
I wouldn't be there, so.
And where am I?
Sleeping.
You wake up. You're sleeping on the floor and you see a dog and a lizard just staring at you.
Mainly the lizard.
Mainly the lizard.
No, lizard's only you staring at you with one eye. Lizard's just bigger.
Yes. So, Split, what are you doing? You wake up somewhere unfamiliar.
I just get up basically saying, where the fuck was cursing? Where the heck am I?
Where the heck am I?
Where the heck are we?
If you wait a little bit longer, you will be on a dinner plate.
Good to know.
Yeet! Out the door.
Your emergency food just stands up and runs out the door.
Food! Go get food!
Food just runs out. You see this small dog running at you.
Just keep running till I
It
get
is
out of the tavern.
make a dex save because you're fast, but food's faster. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Better beat a nat
Joe,
20.
you just go
Ah,
food,
fuck.
get food as there's just a you hear them running down the hall, and you hear this scratching on tile, and there's like a whoa and a as both you and Food just go all the way fucking down the stairs.
And now your hub
And
tied
you,
up
you're
and Food's
just you're
above
just
you.
sitting there dazed, and Food is just on top of you.
Victorious.
You guys watch as Food and the Joe, what West, Joe, you're Joe, West, you watch as the Neanderthal you found earlier and Food come just barreling down the stairs, and Food just is on top of them, victorious.
Oh, no,
You okay down there?
that reminds me. You missed Food's big speeches.
Just looking dazed.
You-
Yeah, you're
Uh,
pretty damn
down there?
dazed. You might even be concussed.
You might even be dead.
Like, they've started with this or anything.
I would have killed a normal person just saying the stairs.
Roll damage.
Yeah, but yeah. Like, good thing I'm not a normal person.
I'm not like other girls. I have
You
snake
have
eyes.
at least 2 more limbs to eat.
Oh dear.
Two
Well,
less
for-
brains.
Stomach. But that was out of character.
Okay. What would you guys like to do? As you've all met back up in the tavern.
breaking. Yeah.
Seeing birds all around my head, basically.
Yep. Meanwhile, Food nips at the birds.
Just
You know, like those concussion birds that
Yep.
fly around the people's heads.
yes. Jesus.
That's what's happening to me, basically.
Okay. Why of all times do you two want to talk now? Okay, bad. Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Are your pet birds are doing things? Ironic. We mention birds and then they appear.
I heard the word bird.
The bird is the word. Anyways, what are we gonna do?
It's a bird.
Hold
Yeah,
your position.
Feather phoba.
We are experiencing statistic
Birds.
difficulty.
Birds.
Oh. Shock from Tron is starting a revolution with their birds. The birds are taking over the world.
Head
Mhm.
pat the Joe. Head pat the Joe.
Running in circles.
Head pat the Joe. Head pat the Joe. Head pat the Joe.
I might be not as talkative today. I'm tired.
I'm just basically chasing Joe while trying to head pat him.
I had hardly
All right,
any
there we go.
sleep. And I had to
Everything's
wake up
everything's
early.
good. Everything is
I'm
well.
making myself nauseous.
We are okay.
Nothing's alright. Everybody will
I'm
die.
unmuted. I have unmuted myself in the stream. I do not want to go a full stream not unmuting myself because I'm idiot.
I
Okay.
would love to see that, to be honest.
You say it, but I've done it twice.
Do it again.
No.
it.
I've done it one
Do it,
time
do it.
where I've left everyone else muted, and one time towards the end I left myself muted.
So in other words,
It-
oh my god.
It was not funny to see when I was editing the videos.
'Cause it's just
I'm
like-
there and I'm like, fuck.
So in other words, it just sounded like you were talking to yourself forever, and then it just sounded like everybody was talking to nobody.
Yes, that's the exact thing that happens. Either I sound insane or you guys sound like you guys just stop silently when I'm speaking, and it's just like these large gaps.
Not okay.
And it's
Well,
fucking
you
hilarious.
should
But the
leave those
good
clips in
thing,
for editing cricket noises.
Dying with
yes,
with
cricket noises.
literal lack of
I need
oxygen.
to find a cricket noise MP3 for
Breathe,
that.
boy,
And then you just need to
breathe.
put a caption that says, "I forgot it was muted." Just at the
You
bottom.
forgot you forgot that I forgot I was muted. Yeah, I've started doing that. I've started putting humor in it after it happened the third time. Anywho, yeah, you guys should have seen like fucking episode 15 had so much technical issues that we couldn't have
You are the
seen.
technical issue.
That you couldn't have seen unless you were fucking editing it, and I'm there like. So so my camera wasn't working. I was muted towards the end. This happened. This happened. The stream froze. I see. But the audio didn't. I feel this is more a podcast than a show. It's just a podcast with fancy visuals. Okay.
We're too dumb to make an
Okay.
ongoing
Right back into it.
intellectual.
Okay, we're back. I don't know what me did. I just made a whole shtick. I don't know what future me might be doing right now because I just made a whole shtick joke about how editing videos is it's not hard. It's just you don't notice shit until you're doing it. And yeah, I don't know if I'll leave that in the edited video or I won't. That's why I'm saying this right now. So fuck you, future me.
Yay!
Now I'm gonna do a whole joke where I'm gonna be putting in text saying no, fuck you, and yeah, I already thought it first because I am you. Oh, rude.
The
Yay!
fact that you thought
Making
of
it
that
more
in your head
entertaining.
means you already have the idea now, so it's still not coming
Cheeseburger.
anyway.
Okay. You all have ended up back in the tavern. Some of you meeting up there. Others of you flying down a flight of stairs accompanied by a dog. Yeah. You guys see Tassavir just sitting in a middle table, enjoying some dried meat and a pint of ale or something.
Ooh, an echo. Very subtle echo. Hi, Jack.
From me?
Oh, I know what it is. My headset is playing audio along with my VR headset is playing audio, and my headset I'm wearing on top is playing
That's
audio.
not good.
Nice. All right. What do you guys
see,
want to
I
do?
can't make it stop, so I have to turn the volume all the way down on the headset.
I wasn't paying attention after you were just going on about whatever the fuck you were going on about, so I have no idea what's going on.
Stealing the space.
You guys are back down in the tavern. You see Tassavir drinking a mug of ale.
I don't even know who that is.
It's the guy that yelled at Siren.
It's Mr. Rude.
Mr. Rude. Guy in the robe with a metal arm. You remember the guy you stole meat from?
Oh, him!
Yes, him.
I mean, you were here yesterday.
I wasn't here the entire time.
Yeah, he had to go early.
Douchebag.
Is Cyber dead?
That really doesn't. That doesn't narrow down anything.
Okay.
Major douchebag with meat.
He had the peacock jacket.
He had the
I know
robe.
who you're talking about. I was just fucking with you a little bit.
Okay. So, what do you guys want to do? Let's go.
See how well we
Wes.
could describe him.
As soon as I understood when he said the guy you stole meat from.
I'm gonna look around town.
Sure.
I try to get up again, but
Uh,
dazed.
Roll a strength check against a dog.
And can I roll for
Why
looking
are you
around?
so far away from the table?
Plus
Aha! I noticed a fuck up. Ha! You see? I fixed it. I'm sorry, future me. I noticed things.
No, you don't. That's a
I
weird.
really don't.
I got an 8. Plus 2 would be 9, 10.
Yeah, you're not getting up. You do know you don't have to stand so firm from the day hole, right, Split?
I know.
You don't need to be the creepy person in the corner of the room with an edgy backstory trying to be so ominous.
I'm gonna roll
Sage.
to look around. Why?
He rolls a
I
fucking
see
nat
a
one.
wall.
That's a 2! It's not even any better!
I see a wall. That's
You
it.
do see a wall. And another wall. And a third wall. And what's that? A fourth wall?
I'll look
Fifth wall.
again.
I broke
And
through
there's
that
the floor.
a few years ago.
Oh, I see a floor and a ceiling. Okay.
Yeah. You're running around. You don't see anything extensive, but you see out far the now as you guys have gone on to day 4 technically, which is the day of the festival. You see out far in the distance, you see the Burning Man's podium. You see the Burning Man. It's not lit because of course it's going to be lit later, but it's all set and ready. You're running around. You walk. You kind of go past the mayoral office. You go past a few towns buildings. There's a housing complex. You go past the. You go past the. You go past the medical clinic, the apothecary. You go past the. Um, you go past the blacksmith, the casual shop, and the you go past a place called shop, and then you see another one which is just shop but in italics.
Oh, I think where would I go?
I thought you
There's
said
like
there was no
shop and then there's
apothecary.
shop.
Yes.
That shop is looking pretty nice.
I bet it's gonna have
I
all the
thought you
same
said that-
stuff, just slightly more expensive.
I thought you said there was no
Just slightly more
apothecary because I tried to heal Split's dead body before.
or did I?
You said there was a clinic, but no one knows anything. You did.
Because you have noticed there's a false hydra, there is an apothecary and it was not there before. So you know that there is something different there. And finally you walk past the museum.
Hmm. I'm just gonna walk into the museum real quick.
All right, yeah, you enter the entrance of the museum. There's a receptionist desk. There's a bit of a side. It's kind of like a checkpoint in order to get tickets and go in to the thing.
Mm-hmm. Fancy.
Okay. So, what would you like to do? You are its architecture is quite weird. The place looks like it's upside down.
Hmm.
There's
Or
a
am I right side up?
all right. The place itself looks completely upside down. There's a chandelier that goes upwards. You see above you is the floor, and you see some sort of skeleton of a mammal that's completely upside down, where its tail is just like a good 2 meters above where you're standing. Um, the the desk that you see chairs that are styled where they look like they're bolted, and you get to the front desks where you see the people and their hair is styled in a way where it's standing straight up.
Hmm.
I got a really stuffy nose. I'm sorry.
And you see a human lady, and she looks at you and she says, "Welcome to the museum. How might I help you today?"
What is this museum about?
It
Cause
is a
seems
museum. It is not about anything specific. Today we have a new exhibit, which are some artifacts brought to us from the Church of Melna.
Mm?
Oh,
Are they on
The-
display?
yes, yes, I can get you a flyer, and they hand you over a flyer where it's artifacts of it's called the Artifacts of Melna.
Um,
Robotic ass motherfucker.
perfect timing too.
At least the wasn't important.
Yeah.
And
I
hello
open
there.
it. I was
You,
waiting for it to calm down. It's a flag.
it wasn't more anything than calm that whole 10 seconds of pure silence. Okay. You open it, it's just, yeah, it's going over there's like a painting. There is talking of the Melna's Sand of Fate, which is this looks like this little bauble. It's like those sand timers, but this one, instead of having the normal two baubles, it has like four, and it looks like a clover. Um, there's something called the Chains of Melna, and the there's something called the there's something that says half of the it, you're not sure what it is, but it's called Melna's Lost Eye, and it looks like a stone orb
Mm.
with this singular. It's like it's got a singular dot, which would be the pupil, and you see these cracked lines going towards it, just exactly like how her one shoulder eye was looking when she shot that blast at you.
I was kind of expecting one like whoever has her fucking hammer, just like, what about this hammer?
Uh,
I'm not.
you guys have her hammer.
I know. I was having
Technically,
one of them just like pull it out. It's like, what about this?
technically, Cyber has it.
No, I have it.
Oh, you got like 6 heavy weapons on you.
I only have 4.
Only four. He keeps them with the bees. He
Hope
keeps
that-
it in his chest of holding.
I guess I'll try to find it.
So you have to pay for tickets. It's just,
Okay. Then,
well, it is for a day pass. We have things spanning from a memo. We have a day pass, which is just 5 silver. We have a family pass, which is 2 adults and 2 children. That's 10 silver. And we also have a membership. We also have a membership card, which costs 2 gold, but it allows 3 adults and 3 children.
What classifies as a child?
Joe and I.
It wouldn't be hard
Technically,
to.
your whole group could get away with calling themselves children.
Yeah.
Anywho,
I'll just get that
Most
one.
of us can get away
The
with calling
gold.
ourselves children. We're all short.
I guess I could do that one. So it would have been like me. Technically, it would fit all of us if
3 big ins, 2 little ins.
and all Son has to do is just pretend he's a plushie.
But what about pets?
okay.
So I pay the 2 gold, and I go through the fundamental stuff.
Okay. All right. They hand you a membership card, and they simply say, "Have a nice day." Your ninth visit, you can collect up for some stamps to get a nice tour behind the scenes.
Hmm. I'll keep that in mind.
Have a nice day, sir.
Ow.
I'm so dumb. I don't even know what accent that was.
What did you say?
I said I'm so dumb. I don't even know what accent that was.
I
Good.
think it's a bit of French.
It's a bit of everything.
It's yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
Just
Yes.
yes.
Accent is yes. Got it.
Using the flyers.
It sounds like just literally just German.
You're robotic.
You're robotic.
We just need to make Scout a Warforged and just so it's in character.
He's using the Rift S. This episode is sponsored by Rift S's crappy mic. It's not the hardware, it's the software.
Oh. It's usually the cord that goes bad with the Rift S, which makes the mic crap out. Replacing the cord with a shiny brand new ones makes the problem go away for a couple of months. So I
Yeah,
would say
that's
it's
exactly
the
what I
It's
hardware.
did.
it's both.
That's exactly what I did.
So
Do it
This
better.
wire's a new one from last year.
Exactly,
Eat a
year.
butter.
I'm gonna have to
Here.
spend another $80 for
So you're
another
heading into the
year.
museum? Well, you're heading
I
past
thought
the
I was
gate.
already in it.
You are in the museum. You're heading past the checkpoint gate. Is what you're doing?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And I'm trying to
As you
find Melna
go
stuff.
through this checkpoint gate, you see this weird staircase that kind of twists, and you start walking up it. And your sense of reality and space slowly shifts as your gravitational center is just followed with this staircase. As now you think you're completely right side up and you're not sure what the hell is going on, but you think you've just gone completely upside down as you are now standing what looked like the ceiling, and you're looking over and you see on the ceiling is the reception desk.
Yeah, seems legit.
I mean, I literally come run through the Space Force, so I don't think this is too much of a big deal.
Speed Force.
Speed Force, whatever.
Just Flash.
I don't watch Flash things. I know that thing exists. I don't know the name of it.
You are it. Anywho,
No, Granny Snow is it.
yep, you are now located in the museum. What exhibit would you like to go see?
What about the rest of us?
Gonna cut to you actually right now. You think about what exhibit you want to go to. You guys are
Well, what
located.
exhibit is there first? Besides
Get back to
Melna.
that.
Ugh,
Okay.
I'm gonna nap then.
Don't you dare. You guys are in the tavern. You guys again see Tassifir. He's just kind of sitting there as you guys watch as Scout runs out. He just kind of looks over to you guys and he's like, "Was the rabbit off to in a hurry?"
the rabbit is always in
Yeah.
a hurry. The rabbit's just in a hurry. He's fast.
You would think he'd learned something from the story of the turtle and the hare.
But he's from the lizard and the rabbit.
What?
He's not from a story about a turtle and a rabbit. Why would he learn this lesson from the story he's not from?
Okay.
Nope.
Note to self, reminding myself, lizard does not get sarcasm or metaphors.
Oh, yeah, we gotta figure out to tell him that.
My character
Where's
just
your-
and
Where did your bard run off to? Did they tuck tail and leave like I said? It honestly looks like it.
I don't think he has a tail.
He just blankly stares at you.
I'm blankly staring right back, very confused.
I see the cat is awake.
Oh yes, we'll be cooking him up soon.
They're alive.
And I'm just like struggling
Like,
to get away from food.
You
and
watch as Tassavir just kind of goes over, picks them straight up and takes them off of food, kind of walks over, and just drops you.
Ow.
You land on all fours. You're a cat.
I know, but it still
All
hurts
six?
cats too. It still hurts cats. Don't forget.
But anyway,
Well,
Mentally.
Emotionally.
well then.
too.
but why
So-
though?
Being cat.
So, I don't know if you're making a joke, but, no, you may not eat a random civilian.
But he popped up in a tent. I thought we were getting a dinner and a show.
If you want a dinner and a...
I want us back him.
Roll
Just
to hit.
asking the random dude.
You're asking
Yes.
Tassavir?
Yes.
What is this, a school?
Okay.
If you
Then,
go, if you want...
then I'll go just slap him.
Alright, roll to hit.
Slapping me or
I have a
Tassavir?
feeling the answer's just gonna be no.
+2 would be 11.
It's just kind of like a pap. It doesn't hurt or anything. It's just annoying. It's like how the cats bat at you, and it doesn't really hurt. It's
Basically,
just
I'll
kind
be
of
doing
annoying.
that constantly, though.
It's just
Yeah.
like pap 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 pap, and you're like, no, stop it.
Yeah.
So, what are the rest of you off to?
To be honest, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing right now. I don't even know where the hell I'm at.
You are in a tavern.
Sage is drinking 4 barrels of beer.
Okay, robot. You are situated in a tavern. We are in a place called Continuitary. We are hunting a false hydra.
Cool.
And I'm waiting around until the festival begins.
Are we here with you?
And he has too many legs. He doesn't need all of those legs.
So what's your response to that?
You just hear me sighing at him.
I'm
Not
gonna turn to you
hard.
and say, I wasn't talking about you.
Points to you back. And it'd be like watching you. To you.
I lick my eyeball while maintaining eye contact.
Sounds like the origin of a healthy friendship.
Slowly turn around back to Tassavir.
So, I don't fucking know. I don't
Friends here
control you.
in the
Just-
world and in the
Go bug
corporate-
someone else. And bring the cat with you.
I'm gonna walk up to Wes and say, I need the bugs.
Bugs? What bugs? My
Go
character says-
interfere with someone else's affairs.
My character's like bugs.
The
What
bees
bugs?
have been released.
What bugs? Bugs?
Holy shit!
My character's like bees. My character's like bugs. Bugs?
Oh, hi,
Bugs?
son.
Bugs? Because they're a cat, remember?
Yeah. Hi, son.
They like many different things.
Son's
because
here.
Cat.
Ah,
Welcome, son.
Hello.
Spite, you can come to the table. Where did fucking Scout? Scout?
He died.
Scout?
Yay!
wanted to retake its picture.
Scout, did you
Yeah, so I want
crash?
No, he
No,
would take
he's
take
here.
pictures.
Okay. So what do the three of you want to go do? Joe, Split, West, Sage.
I think I'm gonna go look for the rabbit.
I kind of want to just chill with the man I stole meat from.
He's
I'll
looking at
wait
you.
here.
He's just silently squinting and staring directly at you, Sage. And you can't exactly squint because you're a bird, so you're just kind of sitting there blankly staring at him.
And I'm just
And
like,
then like
standing
after
in
an
the
hour of
background.
silence, you just kind of caw at him, and he's like, "I don't mind you."
I'm just like standing in the background, just watching this.
Okay.
So we just
Meanwhile,
sit
they're
there
in the tower. I have wandered away looking for Scout.
You guys watch as Giblet wanders out of the tavern. West, Tin Can, CM. Do you want to follow, or
No,
I'm just waiting here with, you know.
I would head towards the Burning Man statue thingy.
Okay.
Because the
You
man
are-
did offer to show me around it.
Yeah, he did. Tasavir just kind of looks at you, Split, and he's like, "So, what are you called?"
Nyantar.
No, what you are? What your fucking name?
Oh, you can call me CM.
Okay.
Nickname.
You definitely don't look like the normal type of NPC here, so I'm guessing you're not one.
You could consider that.
Are you saying you are an NPC?
No,
Do you know what an NPC is?
no.
Exactly. Welcome to the band of misfits of a bunch of idiots and me who apparently are working together to try to get past this godforsaken area of this bullshitty, psychotic game.
Oh, hold on. You mean that pit that we were just at, where I was?
That's
Practicing
the
my
nest
stuff?
of something we're trying to kill, yes?
I was practicing
But-
I was practicing something there, and I think I was taken by these guys.
You were kidnapped.
This party doesn't cease to disappoint me.
Primarily kidnapping is a thing.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
Good job, guys. This
Like,
is
just
the
like-
fourth kidnapping of this party. We're really ranking up that
Yeah,
score.
we
We
kidnapped
need a new
someone.
tally thing that says total of kidnapping so far.
On the ID cards, on their ID cards, their adventure cards, it just says.
It's just you guys have kidnapped enough that you could change your name to just the kidnappers.
Do I get a reward for this being my first kidnapping?
New party member.
I get a title, kidnapper.
you get the title accomplice.
Oh, so Food got the kidnapper title then, huh? Okay, I see how it is.
I mean, the only original kidnapper. All of you are accomplices, but Sun. Sun is the original kidnapper.
I cannot, but this boy.
Yep.
Kidnap.
Joe, would you mind making perception or investigation?
I am bad at both.
Robot.
Actually, I'm
No.
pretty good at investigation. I'm gonna do investigation with that because I'm gonna get a +3, so that's gonna be a 9.
3 plus 3 is 6.
Well, you see that I also rolled a 3. You see, I have proficiency. I also have +3 intelligence. So yes,
I was really
Okay.
concerned for you for a second.
the +3.
His giblet was
+3s
rubbing
are my
off.
modifiers.
Well, I also rolled a 3. I got a 3
There's a lot
plus
of
3
threes.
plus 3.
Oh, yeah, the total is 9.
Because you rolled better than him, better than Scout. I'm gonna say you see Scout farting around, running everywhere, just fucking confused. And you see him staring at this place, and he's like, he's just kind of standing there, kind of like arms spread, like that's a fucking threat. That's a fucking threat. And he's staring at this building that wasn't there before, and you think he's insane because you specifically know that building was there before. And then you watch him like back away from it, like just like staring at it, like sharp-eyed as he backs into the fucking museum.
Sage.
Stop it.
Sage, no.
You watch
Sage,
as
yes.
Scouts enters the museum.
What the hell, Sage?
Don't worry about it. I
Sage,
rolled
stop.
every number like 10 times.
Thanks, Sage.
Well, I'm going to just peek in the doorway of the museum while Scout does his whole thing he already did.
Yep.
Now
You
I'm
watch him.
starting to
You
play
watch
down.
him walk up this. You watch him walk up this twisting staircase until he gets to the ceiling.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay waiting outside, and now we can go back to the other people what they're doing. I want to listen to the shenanigans.
Split, West. What are you two doing? And Sage.
I was going to Mr. Burning Man,
drinking.
remember?
You're going to Burning Man. Split. What are you doing?
Drinking.
You're drinking with Tazavir. Okay. Wes,
gonna do the
you
same
make
thing.
your way over to the Burning Man, and you see the mayor as he's talking to constructors. As you see, these large. You see these people. You see this. Jesus fucking Christ. Chill.
You saw Jesus?
I'm gonna just use that channel.
Yeah, me too.
Wait, you saw Jesus?
No.
God damn it, Sage!
God damn it. Sage, stop.
You're breaking Discord again.
Let's just give him the title of let's just give him the title of like what's a very insulty medieval word?
The pest.
Boob.
The chicken is another way to put it.
Jesus.
We're gonna
Christ.
cut him the
Milk
blue-footed
drinker.
booby.
The blue-footed booby. Okay. You make your way over. You see these orcish people carrying these together, carrying these large tank-like things. It's like a giant wooden barrel. As you see the mayor, and he's standing there, he's like, "Careful of that stuff. It is very flammable."
What's flammable?
The highly flammable liquid. Remember the
Flammable,
stuff
not
we
flammable.
pour on top of the Burning Man?
But what is it?
It's a mixture of many chemicals.
It's hot sauce.
It's medieval gasoline.
I would have fucking been hot sauce.
Just fucking drugs, the damn thing.
So, yeah. So, what exactly? What exactly is happening today with the whole celebration?
Well, we are going to be lighting the Burning Man, and we're going to be celebrating the bringing of the bringing of the sun cycle. It is going to be a start of a new year
But how do you celebrate?
by burning a giant wooden structure and having a feast.
Oh, it's food. I should go get you a blit.
Yes.
I mean, we also do have a fighting pit.
We could have a rematch.
Yes. Although we'll probably never hit each other.
Just metal
For
clanging
context,
for
the
hours.
first time these two met, they fought. It was quite literally that. Cutting back to Scout, Son, and now Joe. Son, you're waking up. You don't exactly sleep, but you kind of zone out now. You don't exactly sleep. You zone out like you go so far into an outer body experience that you can consider it sleeping. You wake and you're sitting on top of the Scout's head, and you're just in a normal museum, and you have no clue where you are.
The fuck is this?
At the sound of the screaming doll, I'm gonna finally enter the museum.
Yeah, you enter.
I'm gonna walk up to the reception lady.
Hello there. How may I help you?
He's with me.
I'm gonna look at them and look
Yeah.
away, and then start just walking away to go towards Scout
Um,
without a word.
He's with me.
hello? Smosing? Hello? Guards?
And,
Dip.
well, food is
Guards, stop the smosing! Guards! What the fuck are you doing, Terry? Stop stuffing your face! Fucking get him! Guards!
turn around and say, "I am not a small thing.
You're very short.
You're short.
You are up to my kneecap.
I am a very tall dragonborn, and you are very rude."
Okay. You are so out of my pay grade to care. Just
Wait, you're getting paid?
You get paid?
this is my job.
Oh, I feel bad. Not at all.
I hand out
How-
memberships.
How much meat do they give you?
God.
They give me monies, and I use the monies to buy meat.
Money's taste terrible.
But
You
I
have
can
a
use the
terrible
monies
job.
to get something that tastes good.
As this is going on, I'm just looking for the Melna exhibit thing.
I'm going to make a perception
Bye,
check to see if I
Giblet.
notice the flyers and stuff with Melna, because as soon as I see those, I'm going to be off on an adventure. So do I
Yeah,
even
you do.
notice them?
You notice them.
You have to add the -1. So
you notice them. You rolled above a 10. You notice them.
Okay. And I point at them and say, "Ooh, I'm a paladin of Melna."
Oh, you are.
It's like, what is this about?
Oh,
What is
that
this?
is the exhibit from the Church of Melna that we just got of some artifacts from her that have recently come up and they do not need, so they wanted to preserve them here.
Huh. I get
so you're
dibs. I'm gonna turn around and start running off
Ye-
towards where I think the Melna artifacts are.
the guards go to stop and it's like not now. It's too fucking late. If you're going to fucking do your job, Terry, start doing it like last week.
Like
You
last week.
look like the off-brand cousin of a beluga whale. I could mistake you for a troll, let alone a human.
Yes.
And he's just like, oh. He keeps eating his donut. Yes, you stuff your face. It's the only thing you're good at. Maybe one day you'll be fat enough that you'll block the whole entrance.
Brutal, jeez.
Maybe one day someone will be entering illegally, and you'll be able to do your job by sitting on them. Maybe then your heart will stop palpitating, and you will figure out. You'll learn once you're resuscitated that this obesity is not healthy for you. And you're out of earshot. You don't know what's happening, but you see she's continuously scolding him, and he just keeps getting sadder and sadder, and he starts stress eating. It's a fun dynamic. He's fat because she's stressful. She's stressful because he's fat.
In other words, it's an endless cycle of yes.
Yes.
And then it's like,
You
oh, no, and
you
yes.
you are kind of just walking along, looking at these exhibit signs. You see the exhibits of the worship. There's exhibit of the worship. There's the elder gods. There is pre-dystopia. There's post-dystopia. there is the fossil exhibit and there is the Silver Rush exhibit. And then, of course, there's the specialty exhibit where you see something that says event exhibit, which currently has Church of Melna in like a slot.
Okay, so
Robot.
Do we need to rob the church again?
You guys you guys notice it as you hear this very far away just clunk 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 as you guys hear the as son you turn around and you see Giblet just kind of stubbly running towards you, and then he stops as soon as you look at him like a deer in headlights, and he just slowly scrapes over to you.
Hi, Giblet.
Hello, Dollface.
I feel insulted.
Well, technically, that'd be a compliment. But I don't know that. It would be if they're coming on to something.
I'm more used to cat.
Yep. But
Scout, what do you want to do?
Robot.
go, son.
Go.
You pick what we're doing.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Let's do it.
To the Melna exhibit.
Melna exhibit.
Oh god.
So just like Ratatouille, just like Ratatouille from Ratatouille, Sun just starts pulling on your hairs, and you're like, ow, ow, ow. and you guys get led past the pre-dystopia exhibit, the warship exhibit, and the exhibit of you and the fossils exhibit, and you make it towards the Melna's exhibit. Guys enter, and it's kind of like a bit of a show stage, as it's an open room. As you see, in these four corners are well, not four corners. It's like a wide open room where towards the center is a viewing platform, and then down a bit you can view these things. You see Melna's an object which is a stone orb with these cracks towards a pupil that is called Melna's eye. You see these bunch of chains links which are called the chains of Melna. There is Melna's sand clock, which is what looks like two sand clocks together that is styled like a clover without the stem. And the fourth item was... what was it? Did I even tell you guys what the fourth item was, or did I only tell you the three?
I only remember hearing 3.
Okay.
Same.
Because there is a fourth item. I don't remember if I revealed it to you, because it is... I'm going to say right now it is under a cloth that is yet to be revealed.
I'm gonna be curious about that cloth and everything else, so I'm gonna start. If there's something that isn't in a glass case, I'm going to poke it.
You poke the stone orb.
Do I feel any sort of connection to it? And because
None at all.
so it's just a rock.
It's just a rock. You can completely tell that this is fake. That you can tell the sand timer is fake, and the chains are just a bunch of chains.
Melna must be kinky before we killed her.
Melna was very kinky. No, she was not kinky. She was a goddess through and through.
But she seduced a reptile.
She didn't. She seduced you with power. And about a Scout, you good over there? You look like you're riding piggyback like a very sick child on Sun when he goes to his parents saying, "Ma, I want to go home."
I'm trying to fix this darn wire for the sound to stop.
Oof. And about, I would say, bit goes by. There's a bit of discussion on each one of them. Your attention span is not long enough to listen to this guy speaking at all, and until it gets to the red thing that you're pretty interested in as he lifts up this thing and this, as you hear the person say, now this is an item that was found in the last place Melna was known to be seen, her abyss. And you guys see half of Melna's face.
Hey, I remember that.
Oh. Step back. Forearms is. Turn my head to the side. You see, Gilbert does not remember the fight with Melna. He doesn't even know that Melna's dead.
You do not.
I just.
So,
It's just half of Melna's face. You don't know why it's there.
Just gonna cock my head to the side and go, huh?
Ah.
Should I eat it?
No.
That's
We-
his
we-
first
we-
question.
We'll explain all this later, okay?
But does this mean I'm not a paladin anymore?
West. Not West.
What
Joe.
do you mean? You're still a paladin, bro.
But Melna said I had to be. But his point. Just giving you puppy dog eyes. Just but.
On Scout's head, of course.
Joe,
Yeah.
you hear something whisper two words into your head.
I'm going to take my my thunder pike and throw it randomly in the opposite direction to distract everyone.
Yeet.
Just yeet. Yeah.
You guys watch as Giblet just and you guys hear this as there's this large shock of lightning and you all just kind of turn and look at it. Giblet, what do you do?
Oh, he's gonna leap at the half of Melna's face to eat it.
It's not in a glass case yet because it's on show.
Mm-hmm.
Roll dexterity.
I kind of want to help him, but goddamn.
+1.
He rolled a 10 plus 1.
11.
Oh, fuck. He rolled a 10.
Well, if it's on a pedestal, I would assume I'd have trouble reaching it.
You kind of jump off, and there's this big clatter, and the guy's like, "Huh? What is he doing? What? Huh?" As you just went, as you're eating it, it turns to sand in your mouth, but you don't mind. As you see Giblet just give this of an exhale, as the sand falls out of his mouth and it whirls upwards in the room in a spiral. Before you see the air itself just liquefy as the sand goes through this liquid air and disappears.
What the freak? What's going on?
I had to.
And
Giblet. Giblet, what did you do?
I had to.
He was hungry.
No, I just had to.
Seems
Seems legit. Okay. Scout,
Yes.
you just seen Giblet eat half the face of Melna. It turned to sand in his mouth and it just turned into this spiraling thing upwards. The air liquefied and it disappeared.
that's within the realm of normal. I can get behind that.
I don't think it gets any less normal.
Yep.
Let's just say a black box is not normal too.
Who has the black box right now?
We don't
That's
know.
right. Giblet
Yep.
has it right now. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
you also have that.
I am the anomaly.
Yeah. And
Now, how
Giblet,
some
you
people gonna
hear
react?
soft whispers coming from the box.
Whisper, whisper.
What do you have to say, little cube? Pull it out and put it up to my ear.
It's in a language you cannot understand, but you get a sense that it wants to be opened.
I need to check something really fast. Because I have forgotten it.
Okay. Cutting over to west. You see the mayor, and he's just kind of standing there, and he's like,
Question. I remember what it is. Is the language abyssal?
No.
Okay.
So there, robot. Would you like to help me douse the wood?
That sounds like fun.
Very good. Pour us 2 buckets, boys. Yeah. That's grog and that's grunts. Very well then. As these two pails of this flammable liquid is poured, as he stands onto this plank that seems to have these it's like this plank that seems to have these guardrails, and he stands on it and he says, "Come on now."
I hop on it.
Yep. And he says, "Bring us up, boys." As you see these wizards come around, as their hands glow, as these 4 spectral hands come underneath, as it just lifts upwards. And ready! And he just throw! And he just dumps his bucket on top of it.
I will throw my bucket with him.
You both splash on it, and it's like, 2 buckets down! 49 more each to go. For the next hour, you two will be dousing this thing.
Okay then.
I'm
Sounds like
curious how
fun.
the museum staff is going to react to me eating their most prized artifact. Because I assume there's going to be consequences. Especially after I broke in.
Cutting back to the museum. Yeah, Javel, you just ate this thing in front of like half the people. People are just wondering where the stuff is gone.
Horrified that they just watched me eat the face.
Only the guy who was working there and these two that expect your bullshittery noticed it happen. Everyone else didn't. They just saw this sand spiral and they're like, "Ooh."
Remember, you're a paladin of Melna.
Yep.
Quote unquote.
And the guy's like,
Uh,
Turn to look at him and
Same.
I tell him I had to do it. I'm Paladin Melna. I had to.
"A paladin of Melna, you say?"
Yeah.
Ah, everyone.
And
The
I'm gonna show
current
him
thing
my
under
sword.
this wasn't exactly just.
I'm like,
Previous face of Melna that seems to have just turned into sand and disappeared completely, because that's how things work around here. That's completely normal. What the fuck just happened?
I'm gonna point at the
You want your
engraving
phone?
on my sword that Melna did for me to defy fate. Be like,
Oh,
see, Melna
bullshit.
Melna gave me special sword.
We have a one and only we have not only a member, but a paladin of Melna.
No?
Why don't you give everyone a few words about your goddess?
She has 4 arms.
She had 4 arms.
She has 4 arms. She has 4 eyes, and
You see
she's
him nudge a
big.
guy, and he's like, write this down. Write this down.
She's big,
Write this down. Write this down.
He's big.
and she's
big.
and she helped me be paladin.
People, there's just like a soft. There's like someone does a single pity clap, but over time it starts going until it's a proper applause.
I'm gonna do something real quick.
What?
I want to.
Okay, keep going. It's working. You're
I want
working.
to,
You're fine. Mhm.
I'm putting sun on
Yep.
Yo.
Yep.
And I'm leaving to go do
You're
something.
You're just leaving.
He's just done with this scene.
You leave Sun and Joe there. You walk past. You're passing the fossil exhibit, the the pre-dystopia exhibit, and you're walking past the Elder God exhibit and starting to just come up walking past the just coming past the worship exhibit.
I feel like these exhibits are carrying something, but I'm not interested at all because it's not it's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, Warforge. You make your way out. Are you completely leaving the museum?
I don't really see what there is for me to do there. There's like nothing that I can probably find. Besides the Melna stuff, but Joe basically already done something as a reaction to
Yes.
So you're leaving the exhibit or
I'm
museum?
going to the library if there is one.
There
Library.
is. There's a sad library.
A sad library.
Yeah, it's a library, but it's kind of like a person's house where they call it a library and they fill it with like books they've accumulated and like 7 of them haven't been returned.
Yeah, I'm going there.
Okay, yeah, you enter a library.
You see this old stout gnome woman, and she looks at you and she says, "Hi, how may I help you today?"
I want to know something about the mayor, if you know
The mayor?
anything about
Yes, I know a thing or two about the mayor.
Well, first of all, when was this town made?
This
you know.
town has been here around post-dystopia.
And when did the mayor became mayor? Like,
Well, the mayor has been governing us for a long time. I'm one of the oldest people in this town, and he's lived up my grandmother.
Do you know anything about his family?
He's never had a family.
Dun, dun, dun.
Are you sure?
Well,
Seeing the pictures of-
I'm as sure as my name is Penny B. Benson.
You can reference the photos in his home.
Do I have the photos?
No,
He
you've
did
seen
not have
them.
any photos of his family.
I thought I remember you telling us that he had relatives. Each portrait looked almost identical.
Yeah, he has photos of relatives. They just look like older and older photos. Not of the person. They all look exactly like him.
Okay.
Dun dun dun.
Thanks, soundtrack.
Okay.
So,
When I was at the graveyard,
yes?
and I was like,
Well,
no, I mean, when I was at the graveyard and looking at the two
Yep.
graves,
Yep.
what was the mother's name and what was the daughter's name again?
Well, the mother's.
I kind of forgot because it's been a week.
There is
I think the girl is Olivia, but I don't know the mother's.
there is Livia Worcester, and there was Miss Worcester.
Yes.
Miss Alexandra Worcester.
Okay. Do you know about this lady named Warshifter?
I don't know a lady named Worcester. However, the mayor's last name is Worcester. Has the mayor gotten himself a nice wifey?
Squeak, 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 squeak. I'm doing the cricket noises, basically.
Thank you, floorboard mouse. Sorry, that's the old sound effect thing. It's a bit broken nowadays. It doesn't have good timing anymore.
Dun dun dun!
Uh,
Do you have any books that has history of the town that I could
oh,
look
I
through?
have many books about the history of the town, all the way from post. All the way from post dystopia.
Can you show me some?
Of course, dearie. Oh, it looks like someone didn't return one of them. But that's okay. I'll just give you this one.
And she pulls out a book. She hands it to you.
I look
It's
at the title of
the
the book.
it's chapter 2, the town of continuitary.
Do you know who has the first one?
No idea. I think that Rocky fellow took it a while ago, but it might have been passed on since then.
Lucky fellow. What?
The bartender fellow.
Oh, bartender. Uh, I'm gonna volunteer. I will return it.
Very well then. Just have a nice day, dearie.
And then I walk out.
Well, yeah, you got yourself part 2 of a 2-part book.
And I'm gonna go to the tavern.
All right, you enter the tavern. You see, okay, son, stop it. Thank you.
No.
Sage, split.
What? Who?
Yeah.
You watch as Scout re-enters the tavern.
And I'm like, what? Drunk by now?
Have you been drinking alcohol?
Maybe.
Then, if you've been
Well-
drinking alcohol, the cat is dead drunk. As Tassivere's there, just have they been drinking alcohol this whole time?
The cat is drunk as a skunk.
It's like it's not even midday yet. Welcome back, Rabbit.
Ye.
And I'm like
I-
mumbling, yeah, welcome back.
I go to the bartender and I ask him about volume 1 of the book.
I'm I'm afraid there, Bucko. I don't know what you're talking about.
The librarian said that you were either you had it.
I've never seen such a book in my life.
Mm.
Where did the... Oh, there it is. You watch as Tasvir comes over and he's like, what's going on here?
Well, I went around the town. I first went to uh I went to a museum to like see stuff.
Did you have fun?
Giblet started doing stuff. Magical things happened. I decided not to stick around there. I needed more information. So I went to the nearest library, which is apparently just an old lady's house. But I
Yep.
got this book about the history of the town.
Good job. You found... It's the second part of two parts, right?
Yes. She told me that the bartender would probably have it.
The bartender has it.
But
Last time I talked to her, she said she doesn't know who has it.
uh,
Hey, barkeep. You know what that book is? I'm sorry there, buddy. Like I said to your furry friend here, I've never seen that book in my life.
you think the mayor might have it? Oh,
You know, Tasvir believes him completely. Um, if you want to try to see if someone's lying, you can roll an insight check.
well, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, roll insight.
2. 3.
Yeah, he's telling the truth. I don't know there, buddy, but I bet the mayor might have it. Things always get around to him. What
And I'm
goes
like,
around comes around.
Well, before we just letting me go, let's actually read it.
What?
Maybe something might be added.
What'd you say?
I'm asking the hooded man. Let's just read it. And
they're asking the
No,
hooded man something.
Say it again. No, it's working. Don't smack it.
I'm attacking.
And there it goes.
There it goes. Nope.
Still,
Nope.
smacking it is making it worse.
There we go. Better.
Asking hooded man. Let's just read it before we look around for the first one.
Well, we read the thing like 3 times through. It only talks about the rule of the previous mayors. There's literally a page. There's quite literally a page that is filled with my father's 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 fathers, and that's just a whole chapter. I'm not saying it's only those 3 words. I mean the page is filled with fathers. And there's the photo, and he actually flips. He knows off his head. He flips straight to the page, and you see this page just filled where it starts on the other page. It's like, and then there was my father's 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 father's, and it just goes.
It keeps going.
I'm pretty sure the mayor himself wrote it, or this is some sort of biography or autobiography. Why are you orbiting Scout?
I'm chasing the sun.
Okay.
Leave my tail
Have you read
alone.
Have you read the first one?
For what I know, the first book doesn't even exist. It's just like a Easter egg.
Just watching this is entertaining.
annoying.
I'm lacking every so often. It's just getting like really thrown off.
Stop.
Wait a minute. Where is
What?
he now? Where's the mayor now?
Bug.
Probably out at the Burning Man.
Maybe we can go into his office and look since he's not there.
That's an idea. What about his receptionist?
Bring me in. My character's like, I could help. Just drunk like.
We still got 2 people here. Maybe one can. Maybe we can distract as one looks around.
All right, robot. Drunk
Robot
cat.
isn't there. Robot's the thing.
Oh yeah, robot's gone. Drunk cat.
Sage is there.
Sage, are you still here?
What?
Okay. You're just like you're like we got Sage, and it's like what? So you're okay, man. This, like I said, this party doesn't cease to disappoint me. So the only people you have for this mission are me, which good for you, and drunk cat, and the bird that doesn't even know where he is. Very well then.
I don't even think the drunk cat's in our party.
Technically, I'm not, but I'm like drunk to where I would follow. Technically, so
Technically, it seems they've been. Your lizard friend says they've kidnapped them.
I'm not there yet.
That's a
You were
That's a
there.
given.
That was
Let's
technically
give it.
out of character.
That's a given.
He says it looks like they've been funneled into your party. It's not exact. They're not an NPC. They're a person.
Oh,
So
don't worry, I was the same.
all right. Drunk
Now I'm
cat.
the leader.
You want to help these ones?
okay. Just out of
He
the
just
blue,
kind of
okay.
picks you up. You're the size of the tabaxi. He just kind of drops you to the bunny. You two are about the same height.
So we got small bird, cat, bunny, and chicken.
Adventure time. Come on, great friend.
I guess we're just gonna go to the mayor.
All right then.
Does Wes count as an invertebrate? So that we can cover the whole Animal Kingdom?
He's a concept.
Technically, I'm an invertebrate, but
I called it! Yeah!
I also
Um,
technically have an exoskeleton.
Sage. Sage, you zone back in yet?
Sage.
You have
Well,
to
looks
speak
like we only
language.
got a drunk cat.
Sage is dead. As you, Tassavir, and the drunk cat head off to the mayoral office, and he says, "All right, cat. So you're gonna make a distraction or something?"
You notice the cat was walking up to the counter and just be like, miss?
You
We're
see
not there yet,
you see. You guys are outside. The cat just kind of walks in. You see a Loxodon receptionist, and they look at you and they say, "Hello there. How may I help you there, dearie?"
Do you know where a location is?
Of course I do. It just depends on the location.
Like a church, my character says. Just a random church, doesn't matter.
I mean, we have a...
Just gesturing lightly to move.
I mean, there is a church just out there. We have a single church, but it's not really a direct religion. It's kind of a combination of
about-
religions. Do you want to roll stealth?
What about a church of Melna?
Can't
You don't know what that is.
Can't the hooded man do like illusionist
church.
magic that makes us invisible?
How about a church in general? What type of churches are there?
It's just a general church.
What type of
God,
practices do
what is
they
with
do?
these rolls?
My character
What
says.
is with these rolls?
What type of what do they do?
Ooga booga.
Practices.
Practices? Well,
Yeah.
it's not like they condone any practices. Everyone just has their own different religion, and on different days, it's a different. The people of each religion will come on in a different day. You two sneak right past, and they will celebrate their own thing. It's a
Okay.
all-inclusive church.
Thank you. Just walks past casually.
Like passed into the mayor's office.
right by, no, right before the mayor's office. Is he in, by the way, I say to her?
No, he's not in. But if you want to wait inside the room, I'll just tell
Okay.
him when you get here.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
On the room?
Just walks
Cause he
in.
knows. No. Why? Now there's a witness of someone going in there, and then he's gonna come to you.
You left the drunk person to do this, you know.
Well, it's the only person
I was thinking of a drunkard.
You're a person.
I was thinking of a drunkard. Like a drunkard.
I
By the
would've asked
way,
the
is
bird
is
to
this the
distract
guy? And he's
anything.
like,
Yes, yeah, can I wait in there? Yeah, sure.
I heard bird.
all right.
Well, at least. Oh my God! Don't
You
tell me
guys
he's
are in the
back.
mayor's office. What do you want to do?
Is the bird back? Now
Yeah.
that he's been summoned because someone said bird.
You guys are in the mayoral office. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna look around. Maybe
Roll
find
investigation.
20. Another 7 in a row. That's like 3 sevens in a row so far.
Jeez. Split. Roll investigation.
4 sevens.
I think you might be.
19.
I think you need to go to Vegas, Scout. If you keep getting sevens.
What is what is that one?
Investigation. It's
Investigation.
intelligence.
Plus 3.
I can have plus 2 in investigation.
19 plus 3.
You're just kind of going around looking for food, and you go through a cabinet, and you're like, where are the cooking recipes? And you're looking, this ain't cooking recipes. You're like, you're like financial tracking, sacrifices, dental records. Oh, here are the cooking recipes.
Sacrifices, what?
My character's just like,
I
wait.
quickly
is
take the
There's no
thing
cooking
that the
recipes in
sacrifice
here,
is
is
on it.
there?
No,
I
there is a
quickly
cooking recipe.
I quickly
Ah.
take the thing.
Yeah,
Grabs
you
the
take the
cooking
folder labeled
recipe.
sacrifices.
Have you found this before?
Touch the hood in there.
Do you know what?
I have be honest, I don't remember if I found this before. Well,
okay.
under the pretense I found it last time, I just thought it was some sort of shit filler type thing. That it was like the sacrifices of towards the shadows at one point.
But it could be now those bones from underground.
It could be.
Is it a book or a scroll?
It's a file.
A file.
Like
Okay,
a
well,
file in a file.
I open it up, and I guess to see what is inside.
You see a bunch of these you see a bunch of these things. You see a bunch of these photos of people that you don't know. And they each one of them have a stamp that says sacrificed, and each one of them are about 10 years apart.
10
Till
years
one
apart.
point where there are a few that are stamped sacrificed under false pretense. And they are They are on the same. There are a few of them on the same day. Or well, there's not a few of them. There's one of them, and it just says sacrifice. There's like a question mark, and it says sacrificed under false pretenses, and it says all of them had a value of person, and this one has a value. This one has a value of. It just says town.
Value of town,
Yep, the value is town.
and it's a person.
Yep, it's an unknown person, and the value is town.
Can I look and see what if, uh, the detail,
What?
like of the person? Can I like just look at it and see
There's
if
no
like
details of the person. It just says it's an unknown person, and there's the description which says the it says the an unknown amount of people went lost under an unknown amount of people went lost under a unknown event that was incursion of a large mass of shadow horde.
Every 10 years apart. So
This is one out of the blue.
out of the blue.
And then you see the deceased folder that there are dead people.
Where's the
There are
cooking book?
I look-
none of them are sacrificed. People that
I
normally
look-
die.
Normally died. I look for.
I'm still looking for the cookbook.
I look for Olivia.
You do not find one.
I look for the wife.
You do not find an Alexandra.
I'm still looking through through the books and stuff.
Cutting over to west. You guys have gotten through about half your buckets before the mayor just kind of stands and he says, "Bring me down." What's up there? I said, "Bring me down." Okay, sir. As he comes down and he looks at you, West, and he says, "I'm going to have to go for a little bit." And he walks off. And along with that, you guys hear a... So, you are snooping things you shouldn't be. As the mayor walks
My
in.
character's just looking for a cooking book. He says,
I heard you were waiting for me, you there. But, you two. What are you two doing here?
"Oh, apparently they came in with me when I was drunk."
The
Holy-
receptionist said there was only one of you. Now,
Yeah, they walked in before I came in.
the receptionist, okay, so you guys are under him? And look like you are going through my files.
They were. I don't know about me though. I'm still a little tipsy.
Drunk, I can say that. Okay, why don't you just sit down and have a glass of cucumber water?
Okay. Sits down
You
and drinks
sit
some
down, have a
cucumber water.
You have a glass of cucumber water. What is happening here? You watch as Tassavir slowly puts a hand on a dagger on his belt.
And then my character just gets up for a second and says, "Hey, Mayor, can I ask you something?
Yes.
I feel like the mayor's
Apparently there's no cookbooks in your place. Is that right?"
There are no cookbooks in my office, but if you would like a, if you would like a recipe, I could probably write down from memory the old, a very old, casserole recipe, an old friend of my wife used to make.
My hand is killing me.
Okay, thank you.
And he writes
Casserole.
down this recipe, this casserole recipe for you.
What is all the casseroles?
Thank you.
Well, you see, it's probably the non-ghost version of the casserole recipe.
As they were talking about that,
He
I
just
kinda
said
wanna use-
Did you just hear this phrase he said, or were you too busy stretching?
I was too busy trying to stretch. Sorry.
He said,
Casserole.
"Let me write you down the casserole recipe of an old friend of my wife's."
Old friend.
Of my wife.
You have fun there. It should be right. It's just off of memory.
You sure this is right? He
Oh
said.
yes,
They
completely.
say.
Wait,
To the T.
an old friend of
Sure.
your wife.
That is correct.
Is it like out of town, like that one house all the way out of town?
I don't know what you're talking about there.
And my character's like tilting head, questioning this.
Should I actually bring it up? I mean, I was planning to, but not in like a situation like this. But
You
should I
can.
just?
Go ahead, do what you want. Son, you're still on the head of scout.
I thought I put him down with Joe.
Yeah, he
I
did.
put on,
Did he?
yeah, he put
Oh.
me on Joe.
So Joe is there, and Son, you're there. You're just kind of standing there, and at one point,
I went to school with Melna.
I went to school and I fucked her.
I'm a god as well, man.
Wait, what?
no.
Who
Oh.
said who
Oh,
went to
that
school with
gets.
Helena?
Is that Sage? Sage, did that just get your attention?
Don't you remember the one? Don't you remember the lie when we left to the guy that
I wasn't
he's basically
there.
a prophet? Yeah, you were.
I was on vacation.
An artifact.
Oh,
I mean,
true.
I do vaguely remember the line because I tuned in to your
Stream.
the live stream, and I heard
Basically,
enough context, and I had to sit there and explain it to why it was funny to my girlfriend.
Yeah. That'll hold
okay.
him up.
Well, I guess I'm gonna tell him.
Yeah, but Giblet wasn't there.
Go on.
You had a daughter and a
I
wife.
know. I did have a daughter and a wife. You
Was
were
they were the ones at the graveyard that you gave roses to, right?
yes.
I have been seeing your daughter like for the past few days.
and I'm like, what?
What do
She
you-
has been in like a shallow husk form. And she's been telling me many things about the shadows and
That's
about
not
your
my
wife.
daughter.
Well,
He almost seemed
Not much
happy
more.
for a second, but then you said shadowy husk form, and he slouched down.
Oh.
That's not my daughter. And the house I'm guessing you're speaking of.
You see him take off these glasses, and he closes them and puts them on his desk.
That is the old family home of me, my wife, my daughter, and her sister.
We never know.
I'm like, I just like look at Gout again, just confused.
I have been going around this town for the past 4 days, figuring out all of this.
Grow up. Please say more.
You are toying in very dangerous matters, boy.
But this all started because she wanted to play, and then I got spiraled into this.
I'd warn
And
you
my
not to
character's
talk
like,
to the shadows creatures anymore.
I don't know what they're talking about. I was here after that, apparently. Can somebody fill me in?
He looks
just
you
say-
dead in your eyes, and he says,
What do you know?
Are you gonna try to change my mind? Change the thoughts that I've been having with this?
he squints, and he's like,
I'm afraid I don't understand what you're talking about.
Real quick, my ability, that iron thing. You said
it helps.
it won't.
It
Well-
won't completely nullify him. This is something
Well-
stronger than that.
Well, I'll try to do it. So just in
Yep.
case,
Yeah, I know.
like I did that like while they were talking about castles or whatever.
It's a passive thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
afraid I don't know what you're talking about then.
God, it's
This
kind of
looks
hard to
like
remember.
confused.
All these week breaks, I keep forgetting things.
I'm just looking at both of them confused. Look at I looked at the third person.
I
Tasavir looks
seen the
at you and
wife.
does like a
And
gesture for you to leave. And he
Oh,
says,
Leave the
um,
tavern.
okay. Walks out,
I'm guessing the hood man's still in too.
but waits outside the door, basically.
"What did you say, Scout?"
is the hoodie man still there with me?
Yep, Tasavir is still there.
Because I might be in a battle, and I need.
I'm afraid I don't know
What
what
is
you're
this?
talking about.
But you do.
I'm sorry. I do not.
So I'm there, right?
You have caught up by now.
Okay.
You see the cat thing outside of the office. And you West, you have most likely followed the mayor because it's just your thing. You follow people. And
Yeah, this is going into a
you
battle, I guess.
you Giblet and Sun all meet up at the mayoral
Everyone's
place as you
gathering.
see
Yep.
Split leave the mayor's office. Or you see
And I'm
CM
like,
leave the mayor's office.
yeah, see him.
And the
I know that
tiefling
you're a false
receptionist
Hydra.
just waves at you.
I know that you're a false Hydra.
I want to walk up to him. I want to before Scott says that. I want to ask him something, or I want to go up and tell
Oh,
him,
okay.
talk to the mayor and say something.
Okay. You
I walk
you
up
watch
to him.
as Joe like bursts in freaking Phoenix Wright style.
I'm just like,
Objection!
I'm like, you never answered my question. Because you see, I've seen the recording video, so now I am aware
remember.
of what happened. Of when we were in the nest. And so I say, you never answered my question.
What about the bones?
No. Why do you have so many legs?
You watch as the expression his face goes from like a forced smile down to like a clenching bite. And you just hear him say, "I see."
And I said, I'm serious. I want to know. I am concerned for your health.
Before he gets angry and most likely
Try something. I tried to. I don't remember, so I'm just gonna do the cheap way. I explained to him about like seeing his daughter, the things that I
seen the house going in the basement, the tunnels leading up to the area where
uh
the wife, the guy in the attic.
the whole entire like things of what I'm hearing. Him being a false Hydra.
I want him to seriously answer my question, and I'm going to keep hounding him until he tells me why he has so many legs.
Did I break there, or did no one hear me? I
You
mean, did
broke
no
No,
one
a
hear me?
bit.
we heard you. And he
Did,
just
did you
looks
get what
at
I said?
you.
Please?
He looks at you and sits in his chair as all of you find yourselves inside the mayoral office.
And I got pushed in.
Not push in, you just don't
Right,
you don't remember leaving as you're in it again.
Yeah.
As you see him kick his legs up as he puts on some glasses. I guess I'll answer your questions because I will just be removing this memory anyway. As it seems you bunch know too much.
Huh?
The creature I am, I have a multitude of legs.
But
Why
why?
are you here?
Why not?
Well, we're not here by choice. We're trying. I'm not sure if you realize this. Tell me when I break, by the way. I'm not sure if you realize this, but we're in a game, right?
Preposterous.
Well, that's how we got here. We're in a game. We
Well,
have your place here is basically a quest, and we need to finish it. So we had to figure out all this.
and now
We
what?
didn't
Am
come
I
here.
the end of your quest? Do you have to beat me?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe it's to resolve this peacefully. Maybe it's to defeat you. I wish we could do this peacefully because I really don't want to fight people. I like to solve my problems talking. That's why I try to figure out this
I don't
problem.
care for the
As
ending
a,
either way.
that's why I'm trying to figure out this problem and maybe try to fix it. Because in 4 days, this place is going to be swarmed by shadows, and
I
I
know.
want to avoid that.
I know this place is
Is
going to
there a
be
way?
swarmed with shadows.
Is it? Are you hoping
Yes.
for it to be?
I'm not going to stop it.
Well, why not?
Wait, shadows? What?
I'm not going to explain
If you
myself
if
to
you if you if you know this is gonna happen every single time, why not try
What
to
do you
stop
mean
it?
every
You
single
know,
time?
try to.
This is a one-time occurrence.
No, this, as I said, this is a game, and this resets.
You're not making any sense.
Well, if I'm not making sense, it's true though.
You're stuck in a fucking time loop.
Okay, I fixed my microphone.
Basically, yeah, you're stuck in a time loop, and this will keep going
I've been trying to
constantly.
interrupt this whole time.
Oh, what are you gonna try to say?
Oh, I was gonna say, but you said you were going to answer our questions anyway, because you said you'd manipulate our memories. So answer.
You guys watch as Giblet just kind of blank eye stares, turns, and exits the room.
Just completely.
Oh, you're
Just before he walks in, and you feel like this is the first time you've entered the room.
What the?
wait.
is
You
going
never
on?
answered my question about the legs.
Yes.
He just rolls his eyes and he's like, "The creature I am, I have multiple legs.
But why?
Why do you have scales?"
Because
Where are we?
dragonborns need
Is there a way?
scales.
I just
Just
Is
looks
there a
at
way to
everyone.
solve this peacefully? To stop the
Solve what?
shadows? This whole thing. The shadows want revenge. Your daughter's scared.
The shadows want revenge on what? That's what I'm trying to get.
No.
If,
Your
you- if-
daughter
if
said
anyone
the
deserves
harvest-
revenge, it's me.
Why? What did you do? What has
What I did.
happened?
It's not what I did, it's what's happened to me.
Well, what's happened to you?
Now I'm getting curious.
For a multitude of generations, I have, ever since. This all dates back to the dystopia. A long, long time ago, there was a cataclysmic event where elder gods chose. Where elder gods chose champions. Some of them chose minotaurs, humans, dragons, and one chose, and two chose false hydras. Me? Me, War Schefter. And The other one. Philoxem. It's not hidden. I never hide our history. This town has brought us sacrifice. Or me sacrifice. Brought us sacrifice for quite a while now. As the town would go to war, or well, the town wouldn't want to remember war. The town's elderly wouldn't want to be remembered. They don't want to remember those who grew sick and died. They would sacrifice them to us. We would give them peace of mind. And in act of giving them peace of mind and freedom from war, as you can't be afraid of war, and you can't start a war if you do not remember what killed your soldiers, or remember your soldiers, period. So, we would eat soldiers, and we would eat those who are clinically nearly dead. Those who are showing burden upon those who live as a mental brace. We would eat them, people would forget them, everything was well and dandy. But then,
Can
my
you teach
friend,
me how to do that?
it is a natural talent. It is a natural thing.
Slaps in the back of the head and Joel.
We were the two war shifters. So, I'm just going to acknowledge him as what is his name? Well, what he prefers to be called now. I am one part of two. I'm one part of a coin. I am Warshefter. My name is Pavlov Warshefter. I am a false Hydra and keeper of continuity. And my brother is, as I said, Philox Warshefter. And he abandoned his role. He decided that he would eat people regardless, as no one would remember them, but we would. As though others can't remember someone who we eat. We can. And Philox could, and I could. And we went at war.
Did you
Is
try to
there
stop
not?
them?
Of course I tried to stop him. And the only casualty was the entire town.
Then
What
who are all these
about
people?
These are new people, new members, a new generation of people who have migrated to the town. And in that amount of people who...
oh my god. Out of character, Sage just sent a gif.
And that amount of people that went missing, including of the amount of people were my daughter and my beloved wife. That graveyard you see, that is the old town graveyard, the graveyard of forgotten souls. The shadows you know are remnants of these people.
And they want revenge.
That is correct.
I asked the guy, or the thing, what does your sibling look like? Out of the blue.
You're drunk. You don't know what he's talking about.
He is...
It would have been better if you asked, "What's your sibling look like? Is he hot?"
Basically, that's what I just basically said. Because
he
I'm drunk.
is a well-statured fellow. He is quite delightful. He wears, well, we two were known for our flamboyant, rainbow-listic styles. I styled the hair, and he wore some pretty flashy clothing, styled in rainbows. But I haven't
Starting to
seen him
starting
in
to
a.
look around the
So
room.
it's a different rainbow that I don't need to trust. Okay.
He's. I don't know where he is right now. He is never. We're never in the same place. He avoids me, and I look for him. But what he doesn't know is, I found his nest. And this festival, it's not only just a festival. This Burning Man, I've had it set up above his nest. That as it burns, the ground will give away, and his nest will burn. And hopefully, him with it.
I look to the hooded man, seeing if he has noticed that.
He's
Like,
thinking.
I hand gestured to him about it.
And you just hear him mutter, "The bartender."
And I'm like, bartender?
The only other person you guys have seen wearing
Oh,
flamboyant rainbow
forgot
clothing
about
is the
him.
bartender.
I didn't remember him wearing rainbow
My
stuff,
character's like, I forgot about him.
but I did remember the fact that he
That
was
person
told.
that's at the bar.
Yeah.
That person. Oh. And he's drunk a little.
As soon as you go to say that, Tassivir has just covered your mouth, so it's all just muffled. Well, I hope you got your answer filled. As I've said, you're not going to remember this conversation. Now, let's get this
My
over
character's
with.
my character's
He
just holding
stands
up a hand for a sec, saying, "Hold on." I need to ask something. And just mutters it though.
What do you mutter?
Basically, the bard keep. Do you know who he is? Basically, mutters it to
That will
him.
not be. That would not be gotten to him, as Tassivir is keeping that a secret.
Basically,
And,
muttering it.
Everyone make a con save, or make a wisdom save, everyone.
Wisdom save.
God dang it! I better get something higher than a 7.
Plus 4. I have really high wisdom.
I have.
Plus 4 wisdom.
13
So, did you say con save?
18
plus
Wisdom save.
wisdom.
My wisdom save? Oh, yeah,
Only
I,
1
4.
for wisdom
19.
save.
I got a 15 for my wisdom.
17 plus 4 is
Plus 1.
21.
Wait, wisdom save?
Yeah, wisdom.
Yeah, it's
All
plus
of
1.
you feel as your head goes woozy and starts dizzying. Joe, you're the only one least affected by this. So you see,
I,
what about 21?
even with your
I have a lot of experience in my brain with mess
even
with
with
it.
you,
I have.
even with your 21,
Dirty
all of
21?
you, all of you but Joe are starting to suffer this effect. As Tassivir just kind of grabs his head, and Joe, you see your friends are starting to suffer as this soft, like, it's barely hearable, but it's like a siren call out of the mouth of Warshefter. What do you want to do, Joe?
It's recently because he just got.
Understood. None of that. Joe, what do you want to do?
I'm going to screech at him and try to copy him. More or less interfering with his song.
You're not going to be able to interfere with his song by screeching, however... Do you want to try to make an attack at him, Scott?
Can I make an attack at him?
You try.
Well, I'm going to leap at him. Like,
Okay.
try to cover his mouth.
Roll to hit.
Oh gosh.
11.
This is gonna be funny.
I'm not adding.
This is gonna be
anything else,
brutal.
am I? Hijack is
There's
being
nothing to
quiet,
add to
this
that?
makes me nervous. I don't think there's anything to add to that. You just said me to roll a hit. And I'm not trying to roll with any particular weapon or anything. So,
Cannonball diving.
yep. Just
I
leap.
mean,
As you hear him say, "Why can't you just go and live your lives?" As things are starting to blank for you guys. What do you say to him?
Can we say anything?
You can try.
So my attempt to
Oh
attack
no,
him
what the
failed.
hell is going on? I'm saying.
You find yourself caught in it.
I'm basically saying I don't know what the hell is going on.
I'm just
Nothing
trying.
you can do, nothing you can do, nothing you can do. You're caught in it now. Your mind will allow you to say something.
Can I say like, one more word before I'm completely caught?
Sure.
Food.
Food is caught in it too.
Oh damn!
I'm
The Eldritch
relying
Being
my
is
love.
not immune.
Well, food doesn't care.
What should I say?
Food just looks at you as you just called food. You didn't give a command.
Dang.
What do you want to try to say, Scott?
He said, why can't we just live by lying? Because we're trapped here, and we can't leave until we're finished.
Well, clearly, from what you've said to me, is that your plan to finish is killing me. I can't let that happen.
And then
Well, from what he said, I would think it's something different now, and it's probably his brother.
My brother is already to be dealt with.
Can we help?
and then I'm like trying to.
How do you know?
You know, as I was trying to
As-
gesture something.
Shh. Psst. As he says, as I personally overlooked where the Burning Man would be placed, and to my knowledge, it's been placed in the precisely correct spot. And I do believe, and there was a
Wait, we
slip up.
moved it.
He
We
doesn't
moved
know that. It was a slip up. But it was fixed. And enjoy the festival. He doesn't know you moved
Can I
it.
try?
And
Can I say something before? to
nope,
him?
that's where your mind blanks.
Damn it.
As
Question. Is
What?
Armor like in the back? Because Armor would have followed me as well.
he would have followed you, but that also would have caught him. As you guys find yourself now at the festival, as you guys remember, you got ready at the tavern and found yourselves at the festival.
Am I holding the book? The volume 2 book?
No. But
Hmm.
Tassavir looks over at all of you as he spikes down in the middle of your head, Scout, and then slowly goes around to each one of you. As you remember the altercation.
Down.
Yeah, he presses down in the middle of your head. As you feel him press something into each one of your head, like he pierces your brain somewhere. And it hurts.
I
Wes, you're
better
the-
stop me. How does this hurt?
Wes, you get a shock to your memory drive.
The
As all of you remember that altercation. And he
And
says,
I'm like,
We moved the Burning Man. And that fire is going to be lit any second now. And where we've moved it,
What do you mean?
there really are two of them. We're going to severely piss off the other. So we need to think of something. Quick.
And that's where we're gonna end this episode here.
Wait, what time is it?
It
I
is
was immediately about to be like, if
7:07.
it's the tavern, if it's the tavern
4:06.
barkeep, we gotta see where he is.
And as always,
I hope you enjoyed.
good night.